Yes, children. So in the previous video, we discussed about the definition of nutrition and the first type, that is autotrophic, and in simple, just definition, we discuss about the heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Okay. So let's have these two concepts in detail right now. So children, autotrophic, as I told you, the meaning of auto means what? Self, and trop means dependency. So these are the plants which are self-dependent and they produce their own food. They synthesize their own food by the process called photosynthesis. So children, you should know that what exactly happens in the process of photosynthesis. In photosynthesis, the carbon dioxide and water, these two are actually called raw materials of to combine in presence of sunlight and chlorophyll to give out glucose and oxygen. So that's why we always say that the plant produces oxygen. So why plant produces oxygen? Because oxygen is the whatever the oxygen is more in the plant body than its requirement, that gets removed out from the stomata. You know very well, in 9th standard you learn about the structure and working of stomata. So stomata helps in a gaseous exchange. So from the same stomata, the CO2 enters the plant body, and through the same stomata, the oxygen gets removed out from the plant body. So this is basically what happens in the process of photosynthesis. Okay, which is a basic life process occurs in the body of green plants to synthesize glucose. Children, tell me, can we synthesize glucose in our body? Yes, can we synthesize glucose in our body? Yes, children, I'm waiting for your answer. No, yes, we cannot synthesize glucose in our body. See, even if we have CO2 in our body, yes, of course we have, because our cell produces CO2. We drink water. Water is there in our body. Even we get exposed to the sunlight. Yes, of course we get exposed many times, means even just from beginning, so from morning, what we can say, till evening, we get exposed to the sunlight all the time. But then too, we are unable to synthesize glucose just because we doesn't have the chlorophyll in our body. So chlorophyll is very essential for the plant to perform the photosynthesis. Okay. So in autotrophic nutrition, what are the expected points that you have to remember? Its definition, what exactly happens in autotrophic mode of nutrition, that is photosynthesis, and you have to remember that which organism perform autotrophic mode of nutrition, that is green plants. Green plants perform photosynthesis. Let's have a look towards the heterotrophic mode of nutrition in detail. Yes, students, let's have a look towards this flow chart. Heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Heterotrophic mode of nutrition means what? The organisms in this mode of nutrition, organisms depend on other organisms for obtaining the nutrition, for obtaining the nutrients. So it is not simple that the organisms just means catch the other organism and just eat. No, it happens in different ways. So the heterotrophic mode of nutrition, you know, children categorize into many types. The one is parasitism, that is parasitic mode of nutrition, saprophytic mode of nutrition, and holozoic mode of nutrition. And one more is there, which is not mentioned here in the flow chart. called symbiotic mode of nutrition. So today I will just give you an introductory part of all these nutrition. Then from tomorrow onwards, we will start discussing in detail about the types of heterotrophic mode of nutrition. So basically in parasitic mode of nutrition, what happens? One organism, listen carefully, one organism lives inside the body of other organisms, obtain the nutrient from there without killing them. Now, for example, अब देखो आपने बहुत बार सुना होगा कि in our body we have the worms in our intestine, है ना, हमारे पेट के अंदर worms होते हैं, आपने सुना होगा. So these worms are parasites because they suck nutrients from our small intestine, but they do not kill us. Okay, they never kill us. But if their number increases in our body, they can cause harm. Like we can have a disease called ascariasis after that. You might have heard about the plant relationship, that is Cuscuta and Amarvel plant relationship, where the one plant grows over another and sucks the nutrient. आपने सुना होगा about the lice and the ticks. Yes, host plant. Yes, of course, सुकृता. आपने lice के बारे में सुना होगा, जिसको हम बोलते हैं जुए, है ना, हमारे बालों में जुए हो जाते हैं. तो वो क्या करते हैं lices? They suck the blood from your skin, head skin, skull skin, right? And they get nourished. वो nourish होते हैं. It just cause a little bit itching on our head, but वो हमको kill नहीं करते हैं. So what are parasites? Parasites are the organism. Yes, of course. So parasites are the organism that lives inside the host body. Say for example, ourselves. Okay, we carry worms in our small intestine. So हम हो गए host, and those worms are parasites. All right, children. So parasite lives inside the host, sometime in the body of host, sometime on the body of host. Not always inside, but sometimes externally also. Sometimes they live on our skin, like lices I gave you. वो हमारे body के अंदर नहीं रहते. They live on our skin. Okay. Sometimes ticks and mites. Okay. Ticks and mites. ये animals के hairs पे भी होते हैं, especially dogs and cattle के body पे ये होते हैं. ticks. ये वहाँ से nutrients serve करते हैं, you know. But without killing them, without killing host. This kind of nutrition is called parasitic. Symbiotic में क्या होता है? The organism grows on dead and decaying matter. And from there they suck the nutrient, like fungi. All kinds of fungi are called saprophytes. Okay? And holozoic में क्या होता है? In this mode of nutrition, basically the digestion happens. Digestion happens inside the body. For example, all animals, all multicellular and unicellular animals, even we also included in the holozoic mode of nutrition. So that process happens in the 5 stages. We will discuss in tomorrow's lecture, but today I will just tell you the heading of those processes: ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation and excretion. मतलब खाना हम अंदर लेते हैं, that get digest, that get absorbed, then get assimilate, means get utilized, and undigested waste is removed out. So that exactly happens in the holozoic mode of nutrition, which never happens in saprophytic, parasitic, and not even in symbiotic mode of nutrition. Fourth type is symbiotic. Symbiotic में क्या होता है बेटा कि two organisms lives together. Two different organisms. एक algae हो गई, देखो ध्यान दो, एक algae हो गई और एक fungi हो गई. These two organisms, you know, they live together. They grow together at one place. For example, in 9th standard, you learn about the lichen. Lichen is a symbiotic relationship between algae and fungi you know very well, where these two organism grows together for mutual benefit. दोनों एक दूसरे को फूड प्रोवाइड करते हैं, है ना. फॉर एग्जाम्पल देखो स्कूल में ऐसे होता है ना, आपने ये एक्सपीरियंस किया होगा. इन स्कूल इट हैपन्स, जैसे कि समझो कभी कभी आपने कोई टिफिन लाया है जो आपको पसंद नहीं है, समझो एक खास सब्जी आपको पसंद नहीं है, बट यू हैव चपातीज इन योर टिफिन, और कोई और आपका फ्रेंड है जिसको आपकी सब्जी पसंद है और आपको उसकी सब्जी पसंद है, तो आप क्या करते हैं, यू ट्राई टू शेयर द टिफिन, आप टिफिन शेयर करते हैं, है ना. ये वही है, सिम्बायोटिक मतलब शेयरिंग ही है, where the two organisms shares the nutrient with one another according to. So this kind of nutrition is called symbiotic or symbiotic relation. So rest of the topic, children, we will discuss in the tomorrow session. I hope today's concepts are very much clear to you. If you have any doubt regarding this, you can drop your questions in the chat box, or even if you can drop your doubts on my personal mobile number also. Okay? So now I'm ending the meeting. Bye-bye. Take care. Have a nice day and best of luck for your regular preparation, children. Yes. Bye-bye. Yes. Bye, everyone.